Yes, the power is based on the fact that you show that you are better. Now, if a dictatorship is about to form, we have to stop it. And those who are about to form dictatorship, we know who they are, we know where they live, and we go and talk with them. This forms understanding and effectively prevents civil war. People don't want dictatorship and they don't want civil war. So we can stop them both by talking with those who are in power. There are a lot of power abusers. They are in police, doctors, border police, teachers, principals, manywhere. These are individuals that form large mass of power abuse. We must create overall strategy, and then one by one we go through them and we fix everything to good. We have such power. Now, if you saw lately, Prince William traveled to Jamaica and there was a show of power. Their prime minister invited media and created this stage. Then he said straight to Prince William's face that Jamaica wants to become a republic. They want to get rid of monarchy. And he said it straight to the face when media was watching. That's how you do it. Very wide abuse of power is in psychiatric care. Only about 20% of patients return to work. And we can say that psychiatric care is systematically doing evil for patients, and maybe 20% fight back. So this evil of psychiatry of today tries to make 100% of people unable to work, but 20% somehow fight back. It's not too easy to fix because these patients rarely vote and they don't really participate in politics nor power. So we must do the good for them. And those power abusers, we need to come and hunt them. If you are a power abuser, we come from all directions and remove you out of power. Now, this show of power must be for good. There has to be the good power, and then we can condemn those who abuse power. If there is no good power, it's only bad power. So, the good power needs to provide housing for people. It has to be affordable housing. We need to enable traveling, and we also have a big task to turn majority of Sahara green. This is how we prevent global climate change in its worst form, and we can convert the process. So it's going the bad direction. We get it fixed. Power of beauty, having the skill to play pan flute and entertain people, that's art and good power. In future, we will publish Technological Mind Control. It's been there for over a decade, and it needs to be controlled by shared power. If it's just one, that's a real threat of dictatorship. So let's say that only right-wing political parties would control this system of technological mind control. Well, they could easily form a global dictatorship. That's been prevented because people forced it, the control of all political parties. And, well, we are saved in this sense. Otherwise it could have been a dictatorship where people didn't even know what hit them. We know that Sweden's king is guilty for the case of Olof Palme. Now, will it become a republic? Will it be a dictatorship or good monarchy? If they try dictatorship, well, it's immediate civil war by the leftist parties. So, probably won't be a dictatorship. And how could one form a dictatorship of all political parties? I'm unsure, could it be called a dictatorship? Well, republic is obvious choice. I mean, royals just give up power and no civil war. Some people might protest, but it's not too many. How can we continue good monarchy? That is real power. Well, leftist parties respect the life work of Fidel Castro. I have the highest recommendation of Fidel Castro. So I win the left, I win the communists, and I'm also the first one who solved what happened for Olof Palme, Sweden's prime minister. That way I win Democrats on my side. It's also to be known that the man who was born as Sweden's crown prince, Carl Philip, has been dating with Ingrid Maria Wetterstrand from the 90s. And this marriage of Carl Philip and Princess Ingrid is idea of the prince and Green Party for the future. So I win the alliance, all these right-wing parties, and then I also win all the left-wing parties and all their supporters. So it's my way of showing power. Decade after decade I get everyone on my side because I can serve so well. That's good for the whole world and good for everyone. If you don't want to join this, the best plan, then you are responsible of making an even better plan or succumb for worse. I'm always for the best alternative.